blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
In the center.
Ooh-wee. Good evening, everyone. It is Friday night on the center. I'm the Veep. Got my man Jokey, Sharita, and D-Ray in the house. Family, how are you doing?
I'm better now that the light of Jesus is off my face.
You're not gonna let you live that down. Yeah.
Keep that behind the scenes.
So what's good, family? What's happening?
We alive, man.
All I know is
we survived another week.
Yeah.
I love what UMG said to Drake.
Man,
we're gonna get there. We're
gonna get into it, but yeah,
made you human.
Yeah, a lot been going on.
Whole lot.
So
what we doing, V?
Well, we're gonna go ahead and take a dive into that. So for those who don't know, UMG is calling Drake's defamation lawsuit illogical, given how much they've invested in his music over the years. So, let me read some of this. Not only are these claims untrue, but the notion that we would seek harm to the reputation of an artist, let alone Drake, is illogical. We have invested massively in his music, and our employees around the world have worked tirelessly for many years to help him achieve historic commercial and personal financial success, says UMG spokesperson. They added, throughout his career, Drake has intentionally and successfully used UMG to distribute his music and poetry. Is that what it's called? Poetry? Anyway, to engage in
poetry album.
Oh, okay. To engage in conveniently outrageous back and forth rap battles to express his feelings.
In quotes.
Yeah. Rap battles, excuse me, in quotes, yes. To express his feelings about other artists. Quote, he now seeks to weaponize the legal process to silence an artist's creative expression and to seek damages from UMG for distributing that artist's music. Quote, we have not and do not engage in defamation against any individual. At the same time, we will vigorously defend this litigation to protect our people and our reputation, as well as any artist who might directly or indirectly become a frivolous litigation target for having done nothing more than write a song. Oh my God.
Can I go first and get mine out?
Go ahead, Sharita.
First of all, strong words. Weaponize. Oh my goodness. 2, they're not about to put another dime into his pockets. 3, they're not about to tell Kendrick Lamar anything that's going to disturb that partnership groove. That's it for me.
In my opinion, they basically saying you did this shit to yourself. They say you did this, you started that beef, get out of here. We not shutting them down. We picked the side. It's his songs winning, not yours.
Literally, that is the legalese version of you wrote a check that your ass can't cash.
Yeah.
And the fact that the same mechanism that made you're now suing is really laughable. Now, as an independent artist and as someone who's been in the business, I appreciate the lawsuit simply because it's shining light on the dirty dealings of Spotify and these companies anyway. So thank you for that. But just on the merit alone, suck a move.
Crazy. So, where do we go from here with this, guys? What do you think is going to happen?
Nothing.
They basically say, "What you gonna do about it? What could he do about it? He just crying. He looked like a crybaby anyway. Everybody looking at him like a crybaby."
I mean, what do you do when you lose a rap battle and you lose it to the rapper, you lose it to the fans, you lose it to your distribution company, you lose it to your record company, and you lose it to the streaming companies? I think it's just time for you to go on vacation and, decide whether or not you want to do this or not.
He don't need the money, and I'm not in anyone's pockets, but if he's smart, he saved a lot of that money that he has gotten, and he just needs to go regroup. I mean, he's really going the wrong way with this. The true intent inside of hip-hop culture in regard to the rap battle was like, take it on the chin, go back to the lab, write a better rhyme, and come back. Not this. And I think that's why whoever issued that statement put rap battle in quotes, because these have not really truly been the nuances of a rap battle. It's really been D-Ray, help me.
Think about it. Think about the rap battles that we've witnessed since the 80s, right? If we go back to like Kumo D and LL, right? Everybody realizes that Kumo D might have took a L, but at least that was an actual rap battle, right? Cannabis and LL, at least Cannabis came out swinging a little bit.
He did.
You know what I mean?
They did.
It's not a rap battle when you can't hit back.
When you're doing the windmill,
Yeah. When you're doing the windmill, that ain't no rap battle.
Wow.
So yeah. Hey, take that on back up there to Toronto or wherever that was.
I think the bigger problem for Drake is that he held out on them, and now they don't need him. They got their new Messiah. So
there it is.
He's been replaced. Wow.
Yeah, and he's been such a problem in the past because he's threatened to leave numerous times.
Oh.
And now they got them one.
The pity patter of little feet.
You know what I mean? They got him. They got them one, and they got somebody that is an actual hip hop artist. And so I like that. I agree with that, Joe.
I saw something that said that Kendrick is of the culture and Drake just admires the culture.
I kind of agree with that, but not really. It's almost like this. It's almost like saying somebody, we're in the storm or somebody is the storm. I get it. I get what they're trying to say. But at the end of the day, it's not really about that. We're all ships. They're all ships in the water. It just so happens that Kendrick has a bigger missile this time and sunk his boat.
And everyone has everyone has an expiration date.
Fact.
He had a good run.
A real good run.
He has
15
solid
years? 15 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing: it's not that it's over; it's just that you're not the king anymore. You know, if you still got hip hop in you, you still got fans. Well, as long as you keep letting this get drawn out, you know you losing respect and you losing this and that and the third. But you know,
it's over, boy. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Turn out the light.
His records ain't doing nothing.
Nothing. And on the other hand, I want to say J. Cole dropped some music. Has anyone heard any of that? I mean, not you, Jokey, because we know you don't like him. But
wow, I have not heard any of it myself. Honestly, I haven't heard any new music in the last couple of weeks anyway. So
right, I've been busy too. So maybe I will have had an opportunity to lend my ear to it. And that wasn't a shot at you, Jokey. I just remember that you said you.
No, I didn't take it as a shot. I don't care for him. I don't care for him. He was right.
You was 100.
Yeah, he's talented, but then he lost steam pulling out of that beef. He lost the same steam Drake did. You ask me.
He should have never entered that beef and let people just have their opinion.
Right.
Because honestly, I mean, I guess I'm biased because he is a North Carolina native, such like I am. Like you can't see my shirt because of the thingy, but I'm North Carolina and I love my state. I love what comes out of my state hip hop wise. We produced a lot of great influencers in hip hop. Ninth Wonder, Fonte,
Rhapsody, Petey Pablo. Yeah, so
Petey
I mean,
Pablo.
Yeah.
I was thinking of that area, but kind of like J. Cole, he didn't get his fame from gangster rap. He didn't get his fame for talking about cars and clothes. He got his fame from telling real life stories. He talks about his spirituality. He talks about his hurts and his trials. I remember a line where he was like, he was apologizing to his mom on a track about like going to New York and going to school and getting involved in that lifestyle and left her at the house with a foreclosed situation. And he loved her so much, he went back and bought the house. You know, that's the type of redemption that I can appreciate because it's true to life. And that's what hip hop is for me, true to life. A lot of these artists out here, I can't say it like I want to, but I just want people to be true to life. Don't create something that you're not. And I think that is where Drake falls in there for me, because like I've said before, I liked when he was sleeping in his girlfriend's basement in this relationship, you know, trying to impress her dad, you know, just the stories that he was telling. I was going to church to feel your family and all of this. And, you know, he just changed and morphed into something that I just wasn't familiar with anymore when it became me being a fan. And I just couldn't stay there with him.
Yeah, TikTok rapping now. but J. Cole. Yeah. J. Cole came up right though. He was a producer first though. You know, he's like, you know, he was nice on beats. So, you know, like I got a lot of admiration for him. The reason why I don't like him, he don't stand 10 toes down on everything. You know, he like, you know.
I respect that.
Yeah.
So definitely everyone that's hanging out with us, if you got any comments, go ahead and leave them. Any questions even, you go ahead and leave them too. Let me bring you something that's going to, or I'm going to play something that's going to provoke a pretty decent conversation. Check this out.
Forbes went ahead and dropped the top 50 rappers of all time list.
Anytime any of these people do lists, I hate them.
50, Talib Kweli. 49, Young Thug.
Thug over Talib.
48, Cardi B. 47, Chief Keef.
Chief
Fort-
Keef.
over
Talib.
46, Pusha T.
He gotta be close up.
45,
Shit,
MIA.
MIA.
MIA better than Pusha T?
44, Takeoff.
RP take.
Yeah.
43, Melly Mel.
42 is Prodigy.
He should be high on the list.
41, Lupe.
Prodigy's top
He should be
25.
high on the list.
40, Bad Bunny.
He's a rapper.
Spanish rapper.
Yeah.
And he's the man in his lane.
39, Meth. 38, E40. 37, Rock Marciano. That's dope. 36, MC Light. 35, LL Cool J.
He should be high
34,
at 5.
34, Childish Gambino.
Over LL is crazy.
33, Future. 32, Busta Rhymes. 31,
Aight.
Mos Def. 30, Queen Latifah. 29, Dre. 28, Lauryn Hill. 27, Juice World.
Nah, son.
Rest in peace, Juice WRLD.
What's the next
26, MF Doom. 25, Ice Cube. 24, 50 Cent. 23, DMX. 22, Big Daddy Kane.
That's heating up.
21, Rakim.
Aight.
20,
God, should be
yeah,
higher.
20 is Common. 19 is
Over Rakim?
Ghostface Killer. Over Ghost Snoop Dogg at 18. Over Snoop is Tyler the Creator.
I'm not mad at Tyler.
What?
At,
Snoop, it's Snoop.
at 16, we got Little Kim. At 15, we got ASAP Rocky. Don't ask me how. 14, Chuck D. No KRS or Slick on this at all. 13, Missy Elliott. 12, Big. 11, 3 Stacks.
Hold on, Biggie is 12.
10, Eminem. 9, Nas. Over Eminem and Nas. Nicki Minaj. 7, Kanye West. 6 is my guy, OVO Drake.
No.
Drake rose
Okay,
less raps than Kanye did.
5, Tupac. 4, J. Cole.
What?
This gets crazy.
J. Cole don't even agree with that.
Exactly. 3, Lil Wayne. 2, Kendrick Lamar. 1, Jay-Z.
From Dreamville made this list.
Nah, JID ain't on it.
Young people made that list. Or
Oh,
people
fact.
who are not.
And I agree with it. I agree with it. I agree with the list.
You know how something make you so mad that you get calm?
We looking at it wrong. We looking at it wrong.
So
We looking at it wrong.
Go
We
ahead.
looking at it wrong. Is it based on lyrics or is it based on influence?
Based on influence, I can see it, but I mean, still, Talib Kweli at the bottom is nothing.
But how does based on influence, right? Because now we watching the game shift right in front of our eyes. If you base this list on influence, it makes total sense.
If you base it on influence, then Rakim should be a little higher
How?
because he influenced a lot.
He didn't have enough work. Like
Influence this
you got-
generation.
right. Yeah. I agree with Sharif on this. Yeah, I'm talking about. You said young people made this list. TikTok, YouTube, while Tyler's on there, while Drake's on there, while Nicki Minaj is on there. You gotta look at we in the social media world, right?
I never heard of MIA.
We got something funnier than that. Podcasters are more important than rappers now.
I can believe
Yeah,
that.
I can see that.
Yeah,
They
we
definitely,
said that the other day.
they definitely make more money.
Influence. It's all about influence now. Like rap is really in the dungeon right now. That's why I said if you were smart, you put the microphone down and then you make a difference. Podcasting hip hop has become social media.
I agree with him as far as this list is concerned, because if I think back on what I just heard, the most lyrical people on this list that have influenced this generation after us are on that list.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jordy LaForge. That's a dope rap name.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually supposed to be my imagery, but that's a long story.
Yeah. It was stains on my hat, but keep going.
But yeah, man, I don't know where
This list changed my whole perspective of hip hop now.
I like the fact that my favorite one was still in the top though, because Chuck D is my favorite rapper of all time. So,
But we in the social conscious world, so he's always going to be an influence. He's always going to be in the top 25.
right,
always.
yeah.
But no, what it said, no KRS One and no
What was the other no? Oh, Slick Rick.
They didn't influence this generation at all. What did KRS do this generation? KRS One really talks third eye more. He talks like African island, you know, like what do they call those people with the hat, the Moors and all? Mason. He talks like a Mason more. You know, like if you ever hear him speaking, he talks more to the more mature crowd. He's not talking to them young.
So how did Melly Mel make the list then?
A lot of people came from Melly Mel, like Jungle sometimes, Mace, all these other people. A lot of Melly Mel is one of the most. Melly Mel created social conscious. I mean, like street conscious music. He created that.
But how did KRS One make that? I mean, not make the list, but Melly Mel did. Who?
Melly Mel created that. Like that was the first name of record before that was talking to like he's one of the main creators of the street. Like the paintings.
Absolutely. I'm just saying that if you're basing it on socially influenced artists, no one talks about Melly Mel. But
yeah,
even
but
KRS has music out.
I got a question before y'all continue with this debate, though. Could it be that it's KRS-One's attitude that people really just don't like? You know what I mean? And it's like it's different than like when LL says, "I'm the greatest of all time." It's a different thing. With KRS-One, it's almost like I'm the greatest of all time, and I really should just swat you for even trying to, to be in my same atmosphere. And
Right.
that is a real bad standoffish kind of thing, especially if you're trying to be a hip hop historian. So I don't know. That's just a
dig
theory.
that.
Yeah, but D-Ray, do kids know who KRS-One is? That's my main question. So
Do
to even
kids
say
know
he's
who Melly Mel is?
Exactly.
they know
How
who
do
Melly
they
Mel
know
is because he's always
who-
mentioned, huh?
I said, how do they know one without the other?
Because Melly Mel's like Adam and Eve. Nobody may know who Joshua is though.
That's good. That was.
That was
You know
good.
what? You know what? That's a
that'll
mic
preach,
drop.
Jokey.
That's a mic drop. That's a mic drop.
Now, mind you, this is coming from Forbes. So
Oh, you didn't tell us the source. If you had to tell
That's
us
what
the
it said.
source, we would have.
that's what it said in the beginning. Forbes,
So that's
top 50. Yeah.
So that's money and influence, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. If you go by influence, that makes total sense. All them people on there influence the game somehow. You know what I'm saying?
So
Today.
I knew that conversation would provoke a dialogue. That
Don't get me wrong. It's logical and you make sense. Still turn my stomach though.
Oh, me too. KRS-One is one of my favorite artists, period. Him, EPMD wasn't on that list. That was one of my favorite. Scarface not on that list, one of my favorite. Yeah.
Tribe Called Quest wasn't on that list. Jungle Brothers was not on that list.
But should Tribe Called Quest be on that list? I thought De La Soul was more relevant because without De La Soul making it, I don't think a lot of those groups would even had a shot.
And I got a question. Let me throw a grenade in this conversation.
Let's do it.
How is Andre 3000 on the list and Big Boy ain't? Because keep in mind,
Talk your talk.
because keep in mind, Andre 3000 has not nan solo record at all.
Nah,
That flute record. That flute record is doing big.
And that speaks for itself.
Yeah. That flute record single-handedly put him on that list.
The
Look,
face of D-Ray.
that's why Beat was supposed to have that.
The face of D-Ray said it all, man.
Hey, that's the first time I gave you that face,
though.
Jokey.
He made money though
Yeah, I did.
on that flute record.
Andre
He
3000. Andre
nominated.
3000. Yeah, Andre 3000 was the first ASAP Rocky because he stayed relevant just going with Erica Badu for a while.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? Why is ASAP Rocky on that list? That's what y'all need.
Because of Rihanna, the influence.
That's what I'm trying to say. So you have to, right. So now
then
it's
again-
all influenced who your relationship with matches. Like Andre 3000, him and Erica Badu, that was big. Like everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Is that
A$AP
why
Rocky.
Common is on the list?
Why else?
Mm.
Wow.
Wow. There's a whole lot of, and look, there's a whole lot I can say, but my kids in the room. However, I'll say this: ASAP Rocky being on ASAP Rocky. Was he on? No, Travis Scott was on Fortnite.
Travis Scott wasn't even on the list.
Yeah, Travis Scott wasn't on the list, but I want to say ASAP Rocky did something with Fortnite too. But that's the younger generation, like you said, and they identify him with hip hop just like they identify Jay-Z with hip hop. So
now that's one thing I understand why was Young Thug, and like if you have Lil Wayne, all of them people fall under Lil Wayne to me. Like Lil Wayne was influential for people like Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan, Travis Scott, all them people
fell up under him.
Right. They all, like he was definitely influential, and you could hear it in their style and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know why Young Thug was on the list.
It's a weird list, that is for sure.
Well, maybe the court case. Like influence. It don't have nothing to do with you rapping anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you could be in a part of time now and you're worth more than your raps. Like it's all about influence. I think that YSL trial propelled him into like sort of how Snoop was with his murder trial, right?
Ooh.
Because Snoop was up pretty high, but like you said, influence.
Because that also begs the question: was Juice WRLD that good of an MC, or was his death that infamous? That is just that influence is just going to live forever.
Yes, it is.
If that's the case, why wasn't XXX? How do you say his name?
Extension. Yeah.
Why wasn't he there?
Because you got Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD did it first.
Wow.
Who's the most influential? Like Juice WRLD. People still talk about Juice WRLD, play his song. Even producers. I'm tired of seeing Juice WRLD type beats. Juice, you know what I'm saying? Like his.
Yeah.
He's like the king of the sad people. Like he's the king of the mood rap. Like you know.
Yeah, we used to call that emo hip hop.
Yeah, emo hip hop. Yeah,
We went through this whole period of this suicide hip hop music.
Yeah. But this gives me a whole new perspective. Are we so old that we're not listening to the youth? Like some of these youth be crying. We're not crying. They're crying out. We're not listening.
God help us, but yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You on point, Jokey.
You're not lying.
Yeah.
Because I'm the old woman on the porch with it.
Yeah, we are.
It's one song I like by Juice WRLD.
I can't even tell you a Juice WRLD lyric.
Yeah, I can't tell you.
But that's it.
I can't either.
Even Chief Keef being on that list, but he's the godfather of drill. But I remember when NWA came out, how people tried to take them off the shelf for their expression. But they just telling you what's going on outside. Now that we grown, we don't want to hear what these kids is doing outside. We're doing the very things that our parents did to us that we didn't like.
My goodness.
The former persecutes the
This list just gave me that revelation of the list.
So how did Ice Cube make the list and NWA didn't? Because of his movies and his son?
It had to be.
Because Ice Cube, honestly, if you think about it, who was the MC in NWA?
Yeah, he was nice too.
Ice Cube.
Yeah,
like literally.
I mean,
because Dre is a producer.
Was like
Eazy-E is not even.
And his contribution as a rapper, Friday is one of the biggest movies of all time.
No doubt.
Yeah, that is a cult classic. Is what they would call a cult classic.
And he was one of he's one of the ones in the East Coast, West Coast that lived.
That part. That part. He has a Christmas movie. He really has a Christmas movie classic.
Yeah.
Well,
because I asked people what their favorite Christmas movie was over the holidays, and a lot of people said Next Friday. I'm sorry, which one is it? Friday After Next?
Yeah. I still watch those.
Yeah, Friday After Next is the Christmas joint because the next Friday was Rancho Cucamonga.
He is the hip hop Mario Van Peebles.
Mine is Die Hard.
That's real good.
Die Hard is my favorite Christmas movie.
Mine is One Kiss Goodnight.
Scrooge is my favorite.
Okay.
Leave it to you to have an actual Christmas movie to be your favorite Christmas movie.
I like Annie Lennox and Al Green on that soundtrack.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So real quick, I want y'all to know about Blast Radio 247. We are on Live 365. We are the champion of indie music, so check us out. We're hot right now. We're playing right now, so go ahead and check it out.
365.
Yes, Live 365. So I got a treat. As you know, I like to go back in the Wayback Machine and I always find a song or something to just remember how hip hop was wonderful. This one right here, I had to blow off the monitor because it's dusty, but it was nice. This is one of my faves. This is Just Ice. We going way back. Let's check it out.
To my knowledge, I guess that I'm fresh on what I manifest. I never pretend. Hold it. What's going on, John? Don't care. What's the purpose of you stopping me?
Yo, man, kicked around. You was just kicking at me a while ago.
Alright. I'll wax and maim. Rappers who proclaim to be the epitome of this game. Fighting like a hard, rugged and rough. Soft like butter, creamy like a puff on the mic. No sense, and very dense. Just listen to the gangster and I will convince all doubt my power of speech. The title of the gangster they try to impeach, but it is protected by the black and the red. It's not true, all gangsters are dead. Not a gangster with a gun doing crime, none of that. Killer MC with the rhyme, cause I'm the gangster of rap. In fact, exact, I'm a dominant black. Coming full force on, and power that's back. For all the party people, this is a fact. For all the pioneers, I'm going way back.
That is funky, fresh. Don't you just keep kicking that. We'll be alright to 88. Dig it. Dope.
Going way back to the early days of 75 and the black space. Chilling with my homeboy Muscle Man Ron and the boogie down boss BKA P-Lon. It was a privilege for people to see Bam Bada rockin' hard at 123 on a Friday night. The boys would come running to hear big beats that was shocking and stunning. In the hill, not a thing was chill. Sound masters on the loose and acting ill. Uptown, every weekend rock. Either 131 or around that block, but anywhere uptown, you always heard the sound. Hip hop, funky beats, MCs getting down. The truth I swear, admit and declare. The Bronx was the first, I know I was there. The beats were dope, the sound was on. By the way, saying peace to my brother Mel Quan. Dedications have a little bit more. The L Brothers, Grand Wizard Theodore, when we used to ill with the young sound masters in Castle Hill. I could keep going on, but more and more would break out and Baron and the Funky Four. On the other side of town, the mics and the hands, the lecherous, treacherous, also perpetuous MCs, cold in command. And if you listen to that, for an actual fact, for all the pioneers, I'm going way back.
Word. Now you know, I know. This is KRS with Just Ice. Dope. Talk about dope, baby. Dope. Yo, Just, kick me one more verse, please.
Let's rest, so I can take a breath, cause I'm bearing the truth and nothing less. No disrespect intended, but I have to show you. If I didn't say your name, that means I did not know you. To get to the point, to make it clear. If I don't say your name, that means you was not there. It's true. I'm from the old school. I'm the professor and they are my pupils. I teach and never preach. Not a bloodsucker, parasite, or a leech. I'm telling you how it was or is. The Bronx is the home for the hip-hop kids. A long time ago when I was raising hell with the nappy-headed pair at the age of 12, I saw and heard crews that rock the crushes monsters, break out Sasquatch. You're not familiar with the funky sound. That proves it right there. You wasn't down. Had to earn a position and do hard work. You can work school work on my man Red Alert. Red Alert, because he knows for sure about Flash, Easy Mash, and the Furious 4. I'll run off some names with no offense. Listen up real close as I commence. By Clark Kent, my man Cool Fish, homeboy Trade D, Rich, wonderful to see in the atmosphere. Almighty KG at Union Square. Dr. Keith rock on, and my man Shala rock off. B-I-K-R-S, definitely we would rock, and I can't forget my homeboy Dig Not. It's the truth and for an actual fact. For all the pioneers, I'm going way back.
Well, I think that's about far back as we can go.
Say peace to my man Sheila Rock.
Word. Saying peace to my brother Scott LaRock. He's in here.
Scott LaRock, rock on.
Word.
DMX, peace.
Peace.
Classic.
He said that's about as far back as we can go.
And he don't get credit. That's the godfather of the God bodies. Like, where would Eric be? Rakim and God body 5% of rappers be at? If it wasn't for Just Ice, you know what I'm saying?
But,
I got one thing to say. I really believe. I'm not saying y'all can. This is another conversation to have. KRS-One was unrelenting when it came to expressing the social ills of the black man.
Hold on just a second. Hold on. V, pay the bills, and let's get back to this.
I'll pay the bills. Hold on 1 second, Street. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you're an independent artist or a spoken word poet or up and coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But Blast is also looking for the fans. So if you're a fan of great music, you too can also go to blastmusic247.com, register as an unlimited artist, and have access to hundreds of independent music. So you see the QR code, break out your Samsung, break out your iPhone, scan it, and it'll bring you to blastmusic247.com. We are changing the industry one artist at a time. All right, Sharita, I apologize. Back to you.
No, getting back to her point though. I just a question, and wrapping this back up to what we were talking about. Yeah, he's unrelenting, but he's almost like the defender of hip hop that nobody really asked him to be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I'm gonna say the reason why Chuck D is on that list is because he's not.
No, elaborate.
I think I know what you're talking about, but go ahead. Yeah, break that down.
He is a pleasant way. Mm-hmm. He had albums with his group.
Public Enemy.
Fear of the Black Planet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Those are real strong words in a world where that's not necessarily acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, he can still relate to white America. I'll just say it.
Yeah, but I think Chuck D, to me, KRS-One got lost in translation because he didn't come out that way. He came out like a gangster. And then after a while, he went on a road of enlightenment where he started preaching. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And for those who had this base, to switch up bases like that, like Public Enemy never changed. You know what I'm saying? When they came out as Public Enemy, they stayed on that social conscious. So they was more to the, you know how they say stick to the assignment? Like they was more, in my opinion. That's why I think that KRS didn't make the list either, because his message gets lost in elevation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people,
Do you think he flipped it up when Scott LaRock got killed?
No. I just think that because you got to understand too, he started out God body, right? A lot of gangsters and a lot of people that get into ideology, they get in it for the wrong reasons, and then as you get older, you get into it for the right reasons. Just like you see a lot of even gang members when they get out of prison after they serve time and undid all the dumb stuff, they finally get into community service and nonprofit and doing things for the community. You get to it. I think that's part of elevation, but you lose the youth in the process because they not elevated to that.
That makes sense.
It does. But I also think there's a discussion to be had about why, when KRS-One and Public Enemy were both conscious, yet it seemed that white audiences flocked to Public Enemy a lot more than they flocked to KRS-One. And I wonder if there's a discussion that could be had regarding maybe production, maybe the way that songs were put together, maybe, you know what I mean? Because there has to be something, because the message was still there, but you know, KRS-One never did a song with Anthrax either.
That's how it is. You answered your own question. I felt like Public Enemy took a rock approach, though.
That's why I said they
took a rock approach.
Yeah. They did things to definitely impress upon other demographics. Right. Whereas KRS-One and BDP was like.
And white people love KRS too. He lectures in colleges and all type of stuff. White people love KRS too. He's just not as commercial as Public Enemy because of his KRS uses more boom bap approach though. He's harder, you know.
What's going on, Mike?
What's up, Mike? But also, you know, I still appreciate KRS-One beating up PM Dawn. You know, I ain't appreciate that.
Hey man, you call somebody out public
to make you understand.
Hey, look, at some point we need to have a discussion on what happens when hip-hop artists don't take care of their business, because I don't know if you guys realize this. The guy that I forget his name right off, Prince B. You know, he passed away a few years ago, right? Mm-hmm. There is a new guy that owns the rights to PM Dawn, owns the rights to all of the catalog, and goes and tours under the name of PM Dawn. Mm-hmm. And old boy's family don't get jack.
Not even like tribute, not even PM Dawn tribute. It's a straight PM Dawn, as if
just straight PM Dawn. Yeah.
Hey man, it's a business at the end of the day.
And therein lies the issue of what happens when you don't take care of business. You know, that has to be. We have to, you know, because there are a lot of rappers that in the end, you have all this money, you have all this influence, you have all this fame, and then you got to wind up having a GoFundMe to bury you.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'll tell you one thing. Sean Price's wife. You've never seen that from her. She's only revered him. She didn't ask for anything when he passed. Mm-hmm. You know, it was like she just picked up the mantle, her and her daughter, you know, Sean. Mm-hmm. You know, I like the idea of talking about that next time.
Mm-hmm. All right. But he also was in a big crew too. His crew keeps him alive too, you know. That Brooklyn movement, they all shout him out all the time, too. Like his name won't die. Like he's Sean Price, like the king of the underground. Like he's, you know, his name he's like a legend when it comes to underground music.
Right. Imperious Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Hard. That's hard.
Hey, so to switch it up, I wanted to show you something that's gonna bring some energy into this room. Check this out.
with the trap. Roll with the squatty. Wow. Like a country dragon. And your little trial. The pants are shaggy. Try to step to this, I go twist you in a turban. I can smell a what? It's a monster. Chocolate chocolate. The chocolate chicken. Real cat pizza. The cheeks, they were kicking. Bust it down before. Bust it off the ground. The rhythm is insane. Rise on time. Don't repeat up the sound. I'm toward the bar, and they got just whatever. Here we go, yeah.
Listen,
The energy.
listen.
The energy.
And I grew up with those dudes. And kudos to Fife. I didn't see Fife there. I don't know if this is when he broke up with the group or when he passed away, but kudos to Fife, man.
Yeah,
Indeed.
rest in
Shout out.
Say,
Yeah, shout out to that. Shout out to Busta Rhymes. Rest in peace,
every
Fife
time
Dog.
I saw him, he was just amazing. Like he was young when he was in the 90s. Shout out to Bears Den in Greensboro. I don't know if you remember that, D-Ray. The Bears Den on Phillips Avenue.
Of course.
And then that's where he was with Black Moon, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That was a crazy show.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And I can't think of the spot right off the top of my head. Can't think of the spot over in Winston, but Daylight used to be over there. Ziggy's. Yep.
Oh, look, did you go to that show at Ziggy's? I want to say Scion was giving away free tickets one summer, and there was like a 420 show at Ziggy's, and it was Daylight. Oh my goodness!
Well, you know, I'm not gonna go nowhere for
That was
20.
2007. That was 2007.
2007. I'm not gonna go nowhere. You know, especially if I got to pass a drug test. I ain't going nowhere near that.
I remember all my concerts. But the last time I saw Busta was like 2017 at the Norva in Norfolk. And
Let me ask y'all something.
Go ahead, Dick.
I'm sorry, Sherita. I cut you off.
it's okay, real quick. We were sitting close enough for him to put champagne in our glass.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
And him and Spliff Star just was going off. The energy that these guys gave, and they're like the crowd is half their age. Now that's someone that keeps a fan base in every generation. Go ahead, D-Ray.
So my question is, going back to this awful list that Jokey made sense of the top 10 MCs on that list, who keeps the energy in a live show? And therein lies the problem.
Because it's not about that. It's about the influence.
Yeah. At least that list was.
He's just posing a different question.
I get it, but the list is based on influence, though. It's obvious because if it's based on anything else, none of them people would be on that list like that. None of them people.
And Jay-Z
and that is
good
what-
show.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be number one, though. You think Jay-Z would be number one on a lyricist list, a cadence list, a flow list? He wouldn't be number one on neither. You think he'd be number one?
He would be top 5.
No, he wouldn't.
Hell
No.
no.
You know
Sorry.
what? That's another idea for a show. We need to do a center top 50.
Dang. That's a big number.
Yeah, but based on what? Based on what? Like, based on what? Because there's different type of rapping. Like are we talking about cadence? Are we talking about flow, lyrical content, delivery? You understand? There's so many facets. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
He ain't making it easy.
You know what? Let's dumb it down, make it a top 10 from each of us, including Mike. Shout out to Mike.
No.
And we can tell everybody about why we made the list the way that we did.
Mike don't get no vote.
He said no button seats, no vote.
That's right. Shout out, Mike. We love you, Mike. But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but it is the energy, and I think that is why, like, Kendrick comes off to me more like a jazz musician than a rapper when he performs.
He poeticizes.
You know what I mean? He comes off more like Miles Davis you know.
But
like
he
them guys.
loses a lot of props. He loses a lot of props because he has a lot of help too. You got Dr. Dre, you got Eminem, you got all type of dudes in your corner that can coach you through a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't got that.
Well, that's true.
That's to me. That's why he not number one on this list. Influence is the only thing that you could say that's universal. Like everybody wants to be like what exactly, for what reason exactly? You know what I'm saying?
His cadence and his presentation is unorthodox, but his writing got him a Pulitzer.
His direction to his creativity, he got a lot of good things. His creativity, his artistry, he has great art.
But like we were talking about in our group chat, did Kendrick really pull it out the mud?
No.
Or like you said, did he have mentorship?
That's what I'm saying.
That the average talented MC that didn't have.
Yeah.
And if so, why?
Do you think Kendrick Lamar was nicer than Game? Did you think Kendrick Lamar's nicer than Game?
I do.
In his prime?
No.
That's
overall.
No, I don't know
if you
about
think
that.
about Kendrick Lamar's mixtapes, Section 80. What's the other ones? I listened to all of them. I just can't remember the titles. But when I first heard of Kendrick Lamar, and I started listening to the mixtapes, it was just something about how he wrote. I wasn't a fan of the cadence or the presentation. I'm an artist, so I don't like to critique other artists too hard, but his writing was amazing. He can.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think he's the nicest dude ever came out of LA?
Never.
Then he can't be on the list like that. Like I think, like when I look at the top, like Ice Cube to me is one of the top dudes that ever came out of LA.
Facts.
DOC.
DOC's. I take DOC over Kendrick too.
I'll take DOC over. Yeah.
DOC is actually a Dallas head. He just got pulled into California when they found him. Yeah.
But
DOC is my dude though.
If you go back and listen to DOC's first album, the first record,
incredible.
The cadence. If you listen to his cadence, that was Kendrick before Kendrick.
Before, if DOC didn't,
he was better than Kendrick. He was like a Kendrick mixed with DMX, mixed with Method Man. Like he had he had everything.
Yeah, the voice. I mean, come on, man. If DOC didn't have that accident, he'd be fired to this day.
Hey, Jokey, he dated Erykah Badu too.
Yeah, I know.
He didn't make the list. The only reason he didn't make that list is the deal breaker was he dated Erykah, put him on the list, but he didn't have any current music.
He only had that one album. But had he not heard himself like that, he probably would have been one of the greatest of all time. Even like
Absolutely. T.I. wasn't on that list.
Dang.
Yeah, T.I. should have been on that list because he did a lot for the South.
Jeezy wasn't on that list.
That's true. Jeezy was. Young Jeezy. Nope.
Now that's
rappers. It wasn't very many South rappers on that list except for Wayne, Young Thug,
Andre 3000.
Andre 3000.
Yeah.
T-Pain should have been on that list.
He's done a lot.
Ironically, he should have.
Yes, if you go by influence, because there would be no Future, there would be no Travis Scott, there would be a lot like that auto-tune movement.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put a lot of much food in people's mouth.
He is the father of the auto-tune movement.
Okay, so if that being said, then Luke should have been somewhere around 49, 48.
Hell yeah.
And Ghetto Boys should have been on that list as well.
Scarface, definitely.
Yeah.
Scarface is on my top. If I make a list for the center, he's on my list.
Definitely.
He's top 5 cadence of all time. He can mesmerize you just with his voice.
He's one of the top storytellers.
Wasn't on that list. MC Hammer wasn't on that list.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
I think she's bugging. Her straight face left the building.
Yeah. Because sometimes I can't tell when she's joking.
Wait a minute. Who made the list? You said Forbes, right?
Yes.
Who made more money than MC Hammer and Sir Mix-a-Lot at that time?
I mean,
at that time.
But
Yeah.
see, here's
Hammer
the thing
was on
about it.
top of the world at that time.
Here's the thing, though. Hammer made a lot of money,
And he lost.
but he didn't really. But he didn't have a lot of influence.
he
No
had to
rapper
talk about
wanted to be like.
sponsorship.
No
No,
rapper
nobody
wanted to be
to.
like Hammer.
No.
Right.
And Sir Mix-a-Lot, nobody really wanted to be like Sir Mix-a-Lot, and nobody really realized how much money he made.
Yeah, that's true.
He kept on the low.
They came from a region and represented their region. They wasn't worldwide
Pacific
respected.
Northwest.
Yeah, they wasn't worldwide respected. Like you go to the East Coast, people laughed at that. You know what I'm saying?
He's still the only real rapper that came out the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
You ain't heard
I don't
no
know.
Seattle rappers ever.
So wait a minute, you don't count Macklemore as a real rapper? If you can say Sir Mix-a-Lot, I can say Macklemore.
I'm gonna do what Mike Tomlin did at the press conference.
That was funny.
You didn't poke your lip out, but I got it.
That was funny.
Hey, give me a minute and a half. I got something that is definitely a classic that we would appreciate. Check this out.
Educated man from the motherland. You see, they call me a star. Africa, baby, bam. I'm a jungle brother, true blue brother. And I've been to many places you never discover. Step to my side, suckers run and hide. Africa's in the house, they get petrified. You wanna know why? I'll tell you why. Because they can't stand the sight of my jungle eye. They never fight a fuss, they never curse a cuss. They just stand on the side and watch me bust. They get out of line, I put them on a vine. I give them one big push for all mankind. There ain't nothing to it, I just go ahead and do it. Lay down the jungle sound and run right through it. And when I'm on the mic, I never stutter or stumble, cause I'm a jungle brother. Straight out the jungle.
You know I once knew a brother.
Straight out the jungle.
You know I once knew a brother.
Straight out the jungle.
You know I once knew a brother.
Straight out the
He
jungle.
was the real McCoy. The real McCoy. Cool and quiet, but quick to start up a riot. I write the rhymes. Bums insist to bite. I win the road around my neck, just black medallions. It shows the home. 3 black stands, man, I care for fear. Cause fear fears me. And out of 10 ways of dying, the first JBs, you know I'm harder than the hardest hard can get. Africa and I, sweet daddy's on the set. Kicked the rhyme to the girl and she became my pet. Let the sucker some juice, now he's still in debt. The sucker said he wasn't scared but still in all he sweat. A poor man became rich because of me, he bet. My brother searching high and low and yo, they looking for me. But will they find me?
J-U-N-G-L-E.
Come on!
Out the jungle. Straight out the jungle. Straight out the jungle.
That was they was cold.
That
man.
beat was crazy.
Man, that took
I
me
have a
back to high
question.
school.
Right?
Me too.
What's everybody's beef with Lord Jamar right now? Like, what's the problem? What he do?
He started that beef with Fat Joe. But Lord Jamal's a very opinionated person. I look at him as great because he was able
He
to separate.
always been.
Yeah, he just opinionated. And sometimes he talk out of you know what Lord Jamal problem is? He don't think about all the consequences of what he say. Like even when he called Kamala the B word, and yo, like she in the same sorority as your wife.
Right.
She's in the same sorority as your wife.
Old school enough to say what he want to say in his own right. That's just like any old school rapper to step up and say something.
Yeah, but you God body. You got to talk like people are watching you. What you say matters. You have to think about all the there should be a responsibility on being on the platform. You know what I'm saying? I actually went on this.
I don't condone what he said. I'm just saying that's probably the reason why he said it.
Even that taking a stance on that biracial, the Latin now we got blacks and the Latin population fighting over hip hop. Like this shouldn't be happening. Why we having?
Simple fact check. You know. Yeah. I know we're up against the clock, but I'm just watching CNN, and I got to get everybody's opinion because everybody up here is in independent music in some capacity. TikTok is going dark as of Sunday. unless there is some type of presidential intervention, which I doubt.
He
What do
wants
you
it
get-
to happen.
What do you guys think about TikTok going dark, and how is that going to affect hip hop moving forward?
I think it should go dark because no other country should own it. Like, this is my point. TikTok is owned by China, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel me and Sheree was talking about this earlier? Do you feel comfortable giving China your social security number, your bank information, your personal information, your all your information? Do you feel if you feel comfortable with that? Then I just feel like we need our own U.S. base because I'm not giving. Those are the biggest hackers of all time.
But check it. Here's my thing, and it's funny to me how everybody's up in arms and people are cussing mad about TikTok. China does not allow Google.
Yep.
They don't allow Facebook.
Yep.
They don't allow X. They don't allow any of our platforms, but somehow, some way, we're supposed to allow TikTok over here. That's my thing. You know.
Okay,
so,
I'll say this. I mean, I think that's a power move. The day before the inauguration, obviously. Me personally answering Jokey's question, when it came down to me looking at monetization and stuff like that, and looking at the stuff that they wanted from me to be able to get paid. I'm not about to do that. And anyone in their right mind, and I'm not, you know what? I'll just keep it with me. I'm not going to do it. You know, and I've never been a fan of it. That's like the last one that I look at when I do my social media rounds every week.
Right.
I've never really been on X. I've never really been on, Twitter, former Twitter X. I've never been. I'm on TikTok, but I'm not gonna necessarily miss it because it's not one that I,
Agreed.
hey, shout out to fan base. Shout out to Isaac Hayes the third, doing big things, man.
That's right.
I just feel like Snowfall.
Well, in my case, I'm with you, Sharita. It was always the last app as far as social networking and stuff like that. And we're slowly climbing, and now they're going away. So it's like we'll just pivot, just like
Facebook,
anything else.
Yeah,
we just pivot to another social media platform.
Like when we lost Black Planet, we were sad, but what we did.
Shoot.
Look,
Yahoo
look.
360.
Look, let me tell y'all something. You know the people who was really sad when Black Planet went away? The ones that never used Black Planet the way that the rest of us
Black Planet
used Black Planet.
That was black.
Hold on, wait a minute.
That's what that was.
Hold on. Now y'all know I done said some outlandish stuff. But when I said that, I felt I felt a set of eyes hitting me from the right. I look over there. It's like, baby, that was 20 years ago.
Oh man.
Well, look, we're gonna land this plane, but let me tell you, great topics, guys. Thank you for your input. We thank you, everyone, for coming to hang out with us. We love it when you come and stop in. Don't be shy. You can always talk to us. We love questions as well as giving you answers. But listen, come again next week. Tell a friend about us. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe on our channel. And if you have any topics or whatever you'd like us to talk about, definitely leave it in the comments. That's pretty much it. We love y'all. Be safe. And just like Rakim said, it ain't where you're from. It's where you at. So always keep it on the center. We love y'all. Be safe. God bless. Peace.
in the center.